Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Birmingham was just listed as the 129th best place to live in the country, and I guess that's a thing. But one of the reasons maybe they aren't higher, crime, which, by the way, they'll tell you is no issue at all. Everything's fine. But Birmingham's Project Safe Streets is a 4-month pilot program aimed at reducing crime in the Eastlake neighborhood by placing barriers at 18 entry points to limit access. This is, of course, already receiving mixed reactions from residents. Some see it as a safety improvement, while others feel inconvenienced and trapped. The program, which began in July of 2024, will be evaluated in October based on crime data and resident feedback to determine its effectiveness and future, but the city says they've seen some positive impacts, including reduced speeding and cleaner streets. Yes, if you keep people from driving on streets, if you keep them off the streets, they will not be messy and things like that. But is that causing problems elsewhere? Can you do this to the whole city? I don't think this is the answer.
Number 6.
Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen taking a little bit of a victory lap on the issue that he's been dealing with when it comes to non-citizens voting. And it's happening. And I got to tell you, he's making sure this isn't going to happen. He wants to remove those people from the rolls. He is instructing all county boards of registrars to initiate the process. But several voting rights groups, including the SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center, and the ACLU, have threatened legal action accusing Allen of violating the National Voter Registration Act. Allen remains defiant, saying he will not yield to pressure from activist groups and is committed to maintaining election integrity by ensuring that only United States citizens can vote. Listen, if an illegal citizen votes, it's like an illegal takes your job. Okay? It cancels you out. That's just the reality. And there are people out there who are completely fine with this. Don't tell me the great replacement theory is like a hateful thing. They want to do it with voting and jobs.
Number 5.
The Israeli Defense Forces have recovered the bodies of 6 Israeli hostages during a complex rescue mission in Gaza, highlighting the ongoing effort to return all hostages while the U.S. and international parties work against Israel and demand a ceasefire in the region. Now, Israel has said, okay, yeah, we'll do a ceasefire. Give us our hostages back, and we'll be more than happy to do that. Gaza is filled with monsters who say no, and Hamas is openly complaining that the United States is delaying efforts to end Israelis' military action because they're saying you guys should stop existing and stop trying to kill Jews. The rest of the world is saying, well, why don't the Israelis just stop existing? But the U.S. is still offering tacit support to the Israelis, and Hamas says, well, we can't make a deal like this. We have to still be able to kill Jews. Now, the Israelis, they want their guys back, and this doesn't seem to be moving forward at all.
Number 4.
Republicans who hate other Republicans and all things Republican get another moment last night from the fawning media and their Democrats. This obviously includes U.S. Representative Adam Kinzinger, formerly a U.S. Representative from Illinois. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump expressed openness to Robert F. Kennedy playing a role in his administration if Kennedy drops out of the 2024 race and endorses him. So a little cross-party stuff going on here. Trump praised Kennedy as brilliant and very smart, and I got to tell you, there seems to be some openness from the Kennedy side here, which I love. Look, whatever Trump has to do, he needs to make this deal. He's a deal maker. Make this deal. Kennedy is going to hurt Donald Trump if a deal is not made. That's as simple as I can put it. I've been saying this all along. People, oh, they're going to hurt Democrats. I don't think that's true. He needs to make a deal here. Hell, even lie to Kennedy. I don't care. Make a deal. Art of the deal and all that.
Number 3.
At an Albertville City Council meeting, tensions surrounding immigration were eased a bit by a pre-meeting discussion between local Haitian community members and grassroots groups with concerns involving housing and potential human trafficking in local chicken plants. Leaders emphasized unity and cooperation to address these challenges. The meeting concluded with calls for teamwork and understanding, highlighting the committee's commitment to supporting all residents regardless of background and addressing a high crime rate and worsening housing issues. Now, they're going to tell you, as this story does, that the high crime rate has nothing to do with the influx of illegal and legal immigrants, which is a lie. Let's just be real about it. It's a lie. They can tell you all day, immigrants commit crimes at a lesser rate. Well, first off, coming here usually is a crime, so that's number one. Second, these are crimes that wouldn't be committed at all if these people were not here. So I reject that argument completely.
Number 2.
Alabama Democrats, after internal disputes and multiple stories, including during the 7 things, have highlighted those internal disputes between the black and the white, the progressive and the old school, and a lot of problems they've had. Well, now they're pretending to be united because they all love Kamala Harris so damn much. I mean, these people are like non-playable characters from video games. And someone typed in, delete Joe Biden and insert Kamala Harris, and they're all like, we love Kamala Harris. She is the greatest thing that has ever happened. We love her. We love her so much. She is the best. State Party Chairman Randy Kelly emphasized unity despite previous tensions, including disagreements over delegate selections with the Democratic National Convention. But now it's all about unity. Bull crap. They will be back to fighting over and over and over again and accomplishing nothing. And that's kind of the position I like to see them in. By the way, that AI voice was me.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
The story about Vice President Kamala Harris fleeing to Wisconsin is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I don't even know if it's true or not, and I don't even care. It's been filed by Fox News. Yes, there's been bad blood with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and with Joe Biden and the Obamas, and with Joe Biden and reality, and with Kamala Harris and the facts. And there's a lot of issues going on here in the Democratic Party. But they're saying she fled to Wisconsin because she didn't want to be seen in the same convention with Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. What is that? Is that real? That can't be real. It cannot possibly be real because it is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But let's say it is real. Let's just say it is real. They cannot be in the same room because Joe Biden might get upset. Just wait a day. Joe Biden won't even remember this. He'll have no idea what's going on. So why even care about this? Anyway, at the convention, Michelle Obama gave a weird grievance-filled speech with racism. And by the way, to talk about racism, these people are out there screaming about racism, and there was a speech that was given by a labor leader that said that their ranks will be darker in wearing sneakers. We'll come back to that. Just put a pin in that for a second. Anyway, Michelle Obama gave a weird grievance-filled speech about how Donald Trump hates her and Barack Obama because they are black. Now, I hate Michelle Obama because she does stuff like this, not because she's black. I have nothing to do with my hatred of her. The media was enamored with Michelle Obama, so much so that when Barack Obama got done giving his speech, and they were like, oh, what a beautiful oratory. They then said, but wasn't Michelle Obama fantastic? They really love her. They wanted her to be the nominee. Obama's speech electrified the room, but it was just more attacks on Trump instead of actual reasons to vote for Kamala Harris for president, because there literally are none. So that's basically going to be the theme. And now, tonight, you're going to get Tim Walz and Bill Clinton on the same stage, where they're going to have a discussion, apparently, about who can lie and get away with it the most. Bill Clinton has probably the career record, but Tim Walz, he's coming in there hot and trying his best, lying about IVF as well. We'll talk about that in a bit, too. Keep it locked right here. We'll continue this conversation. All I ask is that if you want to get involved, you do so in a very simple and easy way. Get in on the scoutpestcontrol.com, WVNN hot take text line. Get your questions in for 10 with him at 866-494-WVNN. You can email us.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com as well. That's a good way to get in there. Very simple, downtownrescuemission.org. Email inbox and the QC Kinetics free speech phone lines at 866-494-WVNN. We will return.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.